Okay guys, welcome back to the channel. This is the New Rider Diaries and I'm James, and as you may be able to tell, I am on a brand new bike today. Well, brand new to me. I am riding the Triumph Tiger 800 XRT. So I've traded in the Scrambler 400. Well, I sold it a couple of weeks ago. Nice guy from London, or London Way, came to pick it up, and with the money from that, I went on the bike hunt and picked out this, in my opinion, amazing Tiger 800. So this is the first kind of big, well, not big ride, but first kind of ride I've had on it. Been on a couple of like small little trips, but this is the first time I'm going to get to put a good few miles on it. So I'm still kind of figuring it all out, but I just thought I'd bring you along for the ride. As I appreciate I haven't put out a video in quite some time, so if you follow the channel, I think my last video was Christmas Eve, where I was on the Scrambler 400. I had an absolute nightmare of a day then. I got a puncture and the RAC had to come out and save me. So that video turned out to be well, the second to last ride I ever had on the 400, because following that I did take it to the garage. They managed to plug the tyre for me, but I sold it on after that point. I put it on Auto Trader. I think it was only on there for like a week and a half before I sold it. And then being totally open and honest with you guys, just to kind of give you an idea if you're in the market for either selling or buying a new bike. So I sold my Scrambler 400 for $4,375. A bit of a random number, but I wasn't too keen on dropping my price too low, and that's the figure we kind of settled on, which I'm pretty happy with all in all. I think the guy got a good deal, and I think I got a good deal, because I did put quite a bit of additions on there. Such as you know, the fly screen, the bar end mirrors, the 15-tooth front sprocket, and so on. So he was happy, I think. I was happy, and then with that money, I was able to then start the bike hunt. I think I mentioned briefly on the last video that I was a bit unsure what to do. I was dead set on getting a Honda Transalp 750. However, after really kind of looking into it, there's a couple of points on that bike that I wasn't too keen on. So mainly, well, the big issue is the tube tyres for me. I just think that would be an absolute nightmare if you had a puncture in the middle of nowhere. You know, I've got a puncture repair kit in my top box now, actually, so I wouldn't be able to do that if I bought a Transalp. I know you can get obviously the conversion kits, but I'm not quite sold on their reliability, should we say. And also it didn't have some of the features that ideally I wanted, such as the you know, the standard Transalp didn't have heated grips, cruise control and whatnot. And if I just looked at a slightly older bike, such as this one, I knew that I could get kind of everything I wanted all in one package. So this particular bike, I actually bought it privately. I was looking for you know, to buy from a dealer, because I'm a big fan of like the warranty and whatnot, especially with having no kind of mechanical background. That's kind of quite important to me. However, the deal I got on this was just too good to turn down. And you know, the Tiger 800s are known for their reliability, so that kind of put me at ease a little bit after doing more research, and you know, I pulled the trigger on this one. So bear in mind, I sold the Scrambler 400 for what, you know, near enough 4,400. This Tiger 800 cost me 6,200, which I could not believe the deal I got. I did buy it privately, and I managed to haggle the guy right down. He's a very nice chap who sold me the bike, but you know, I think he was just in a rush to sell it, and you know, I could kind of sense that, I guess. So this bike, it comes with, if you're familiar with the XRT models, So this comes with lots of optional, lots of extras. So you've got the heated grips, you've got the heated seat, you've got cruise control. Trying to think what else it has. Obviously ABS, traction control. It's got the screen as well. So the TFT screen, I think this is the first version of the Tigers that introduced that. All in all, I'm very, very pleased with the deal I got. You know, it's got an adjustable seat height. I've currently got it on the highest setting now. It feels a very comfortable place to be. You know, it's got the wind deflector, which is kind of saving me a little bit at the minute. It is quite windy out, but you know, my head seems fairly free of any kind of buffeting, shall we say. And also as well, the bike was sold with quite a few additional extras. So it's got a tracker fitted, and that's with Bike Track. Now I did a bit of research before I bought this bike, and I think Bike Track is one of the more expensive tracker systems that you can have. So I pay a monthly subscription of £10 a month, but I didn't have to worry about installation fees and whatnot because it was already installed. So I'm happy to pay that, certainly for the first year or two. And so far so good. I've got a nice app that kind of shows me where my bike is at all times, and I believe it also kind of does route planning as well, so I'll be able to kind of check on the map where I've been when I finish this ride, which I think will be a nice little touch. Also as well, he threw in a genuine quad lock mount as well, so that had the you know, the dampener on it. I think they're probably about 100 odd quid as well. So all in all, I think I've got a very good deal. It has got a top box on the back and a pannier rack, but it hasn't got the two side panniers, although potentially if I do a tour come summer, I will look to buy some of them. The annoying thing is that my top box is black, which is my preferred colour. However, if I was to buy the two side panniers in black, I think they work out about 200 extra pounds than if I was to just get the silver ones. So, you know, I'll keep my eye out on eBay or Facebook Marketplace for a good set of used ones. But if I can't find any used ones, and you know, I'm planning to do a trip, you know, a long one in this country or perhaps overseas, then I may actually just buy the silver panniers and wrap them in black, get some vinyl wrap on there. I'm not sure how feasible that is, but you know, I'm willing to give it a go. I'm sure there's some YouTube videos out there of people doing it, if it is at all possible. So those are my initial thoughts. But yeah, the purpose of today is just to kind of get to grips with the bike, just do a nice little local loop. I'm doing the same loop as what I would have done had I not got the puncture on the last video, because I think it makes for a nice hour or two ride, and it's you know, I know the roads like the back of my hand, so I can just kind of sit back, relax a little bit, and get used to how the new bike feels and all the different controls. Because I must admit, there's quite a lot of technology on here, and of course I'm just used to you know, the standard Scrambler 400, which is basic really. So I've got to get my head around how it all works, and you know, why not do it on a nice relaxing local route. So another new addition on today's ride actually is a new microphone. So I'm hoping that I'm hoping that you can hear my voice properly, because I've actually just had one of the new DJI mini mics delivered. Now this thing is incredible. Well, it certainly on the face of it is. I mean, hopefully you can hear me well. I guess we'll see at the end of the ride if it is actually any good, but it's just fantastic. So it was only about 50 quid, I think, for a wireless microphone, and it's half the size of the old microphones that DJI put out. So I just had to get one after looking at some of the reviews, and it means I've been able to kind of do away with all the cables and wires and the aux connection from or the 3.5mm connection that you have to kind of stick in the side of the camera, and then it doesn't make it waterproof and whatnot. So now I've just got the camera mounted to the front of my helmet, and I'm able to put the wireless microphone on. Well, what I've done is I've actually found a tiny little metal sheet, and I've stuck it into the front of my helmet, and I just connect the mini mic magnetically to that magnetic sheet. So it's dead sleek. It's such a great setup, and I'm hoping that my sound quality will be a lot better, because the last couple of videos I've had they seem to be a little bit hit and miss. I can't quite get the sweet spot. Sometimes I'm too quiet. Other times I'm sounding a little bit distorted. So I've been mucking around with the gain and just trying to kind of adjust where the microphone sat in my helmet just to try and get a better sound. But it was very much a work in progress. I wasn't having much luck there. So fingers crossed, this is much better and you can hear me clearly. God, this thing goes well. Fantastic. Such a different feeling to the Scrambler. I mean, I am sat in pure comfort here. I feel like I'm in an armchair almost. Wow, absolutely loving it around some of these corners. Beautiful. And it's such a great day to be out on a bike as well. I know we've had terrible weather the past couple of weeks, but just being out now with the sun shining, it's not too cold, it's not too warm, but it's clear and crisp. That's kind of what I like, really. Here we go. What I'll do is I was going to go through the town centre. I do like going through the town because I don't know if you've ever been there, but Shrewsbury is a lovely place. But I just want to try this out on the dual carriageway. Yep, very nice. Yep, that is lovely. Just no effort at all. Go this way. So we're back out on the open road now. Just had a nice quick pit stop at Starbucks. So we've had a huge pot of coffee and a nice blueberry muffin, so that'll see me through to the end of the ride. Also had some great news whilst I was sat in Starbucks. My best friend who lives in Sydney, Australia, he dropped me a message just to let me know he's going to be back in the UK visiting family the next couple of weeks, so it'd be great to catch up with him. We both went out to Australia when we were 21 and lived and worked in Sydney for a year, which is amazing. I came back to finish off my degree, whereas he stayed out there and has made a fantastic life for himself. I've not seen him for a couple of years, so I can't wait to catch up. But what I'll do now is I will insert the walk around of the bike now, see what you think. Here we go everyone, so here it is, the Tiger 800 XRT 2018. So it's got a bit of mud on it now because I've done over 100 miles on it today. Started off in Shropshire, went through Powys, back to Shropshire, over to Cheshire, and then I'm now back in Shropshire, nearly home. Hasn't missed a beat. Runs really smooth. You can see it's got the top box on it there. I just love all this, all the design here. You can see it's it looks almost brand new to my eyes. Can't see a mark on it really. And, looks really nice from the front angle. I'll show you what it looks like on the dash. So switch gear, really nice. I find that's quite easy to get used to. You've got the TFT screen there, which is really good. I think the only thing I'm going to do to it is perhaps get a foam mount here, because I find it just a bit awkward, you know, peering down at the handlebars all the time. But you can just see it's still got the, you know, the stickers on it, which I need to remove, to be honest. But yeah, it's fantastic. Such a nice riding position as well. You know, I've got the seat on the highest setting. You can adjust it to lower it. Yeah, very pleased. So there it is. As I hope you can tell, I am absolutely made up with it. I think I'm going to own it for a fair few years, and I'm going to put a lot of miles on it, no doubt. I've been just smiling from ear to ear for the past hour and a half, and yeah, I couldn't wish to get a better bike, in my opinion, certainly within my price range. So hope you've enjoyed the video anyway. Like I said before, if you haven't subscribed and you like the video, why not give us a follow, as there'll be plenty more content coming out soon, especially as the weather starts getting nicer towards the summer. And if you've liked the video as well, please give us a thumbs up, and please comment below as well. It's always good to hear people's thoughts. So yeah, take care everyone, hope you're all well, and weather permitting, I will speak to you all again very soon. All the best, take care.